Well, hello there. Now, I'm sure you will have already joined us during our one-day special shows, but if you haven't, where have you been? Fortunately, you're not too late, though, because this is the last opportunity for you to see your one-day special live. It is a cracking deal, and lots of you have taken advantage of it already. Details are all off on your screen, and we'll go through all the housekeeping in just a few moments. But, of course, I'm not here by myself. We have got John next door. Well, kind of next to me along the counter a bit.
Yeah. No, we don't have the window anymore, do we? So I'm not technically next door.
That's true, though. I have to say, you've had some cracking shows. We've had a lot of feedback from people loving what you've been creating.
Thank
I think
you.
This is the thing. We're celebrating those 22 years?
22 years of Craft 2, and that's 22 official years.
Yes.
I know you've known Peter and Jane for longer than me, probably for most of those 22 years.
I'm not old enough. I'm going to deny it.
Yeah. You were only that high, I'm sure, you know. But yeah, it is celebrating that. And what we wanted to do this year was a smaller birthday event. So this is the last hour.
Yes,
there's nothing else coming. There's nothing tomorrow. There's not going to be another one. This is it. So this is the last hour of the birthday. So we've put the gifts and everything in. And we didn't want it to go without marking it. And again, it's a way of, I always find it strange that it's our birthday, but we are giving away, we're giving a gift.
You are.
But it is the way, and that Peter was the one who chose this gift, and it's to say thank you for the support over the last year. It really is to say thank you for the support.
I'm going to go through those bonus gifts in just a few moments, but I don't know about you, but it's feeling a little bit warm in here. Now, you have already found this. This is your happy hour for the hour. Look at this. Oh, my goodness, I love this colour. Looking at fuchsia pink.
It matches the balloons.
It does. It goes perfect with our set. You can see, obviously, you've got all your fabulous papers here, your card, your double-sided glitter card, but have a look at the deal that you've got. My goodness, how are you managing to do this? I really don't know. 30 sheets, 30 of your A4 sheets for just £9.99, but it is only while stocks last, and it's only for this hour as well. You've already found it, lots of you taking advantage, and it's not limited to one per customer. So if you like the look of this one, you can go for multiples as well, but already 10% of the stock has gone. This is beautiful, John.
I love this. This is guaranteed non-shed glitter card. Okay. So there is no glitter. I always love to say this, there's no glitter harmed in the making of this product. Because there is no glitter used. The way that it's manufactured, especially for us, so literally, you look at that, I mean, because I've just heard Mr. Webster go, what? There is no glitter in this, at all. What happens is this is a pink colour, and then it has a silver glitter foil heat bonded on top. But this is the first time I've ever seen it being double-sided. It's literally Craft 2 pink, which I think is why we've done it as a crazy price as the last happy hour of the birthday. And
I love it. Now, if you do want to take advantage, you can do. Lots of you have. I don't think I've seen this pink before.
No, I don't know if we've had it on the show or not, to be honest with you.
Enough. Well,
I know we really pushed the silver and the baby blue platinum.
Yes.
But I think it was sort of tucked away in a corner. But I just think the colour's beautiful. And remember, gorgeous. This is designed initially for things like your silhouette and for your cricket and machines like that.
That's why you don't want the shed.
If you want to die cut it, you need to cut it into a metal shim.
Okay.
So you will need to do is to cut this into a shim. If I take a little piece, only because I don't want anyone to get it home and be disappointed. Okay. So I'm going to take a basic shape.
Would you like one of these bonus dies?
No, honestly, I'll take one of these little. I'll take a tree, because I want to show something delicate now. If you look, I've got my metal shim. Okay. My base plate, which is my 5mm plate, and my Kaleido, my top plate. Okay. I'll bring it in the Kaleido in so you can see it. Okay. Basically, I'm going to go forward and back. Yeah. And that's what you need to do to cut this. Can you see? Cut.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay. Oh, that's a fabulous little tray.
Now, if you don't use the metal shim, I'll show you what happens. Now, we have managed to get, I don't know how many, if there's any left, The A5 metal shim is available as an end of call.
Brilliant.
And it will work in any machine. It's not just the Kaleido.
It's a useful one to have. It's just one of those. It's kind of like an extra bit of oomph, really.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
And a quarter of the stock of that shim has gone. So yeah,
because you need this for your fabric dyes, don't you?
You do, yeah. I use my own fabric ones.
But what I'm going to do is, so I'm not altering the sandwich. I'm going to put the metal shim on top.
Okay.
Yeah. So that I'm not cheating by showing the difference in pressure.
Okay.
So this is exactly the same sandwich, but I'm not cutting into metal.
Taking that one thing out.
And we'll go forward and back.
Okay.
So I've just moved the shim in the plate. Watch this cut now, but...
Right.
There we go.
Right, okay.
Look.
Right, so it's not completely gone through, right, okay.
I'm having to watch...
Yeah.
That is your difference. So that's why I say...
So is that similarly if you've got other dyes that are what I call troublesome dyes? Try it with the metal plate and they'll hopefully help.
The metal plate on top will help your troublesome dyes cut.
Okay.
If you've got a double coated or a coated card that's not cutting, cut into your metal shim will finish it off. Same with acetate. If you want to cut acetate intricately, cut it into a metal shim.
There you
and
go.
I worked this out from watching you do fabric.
Oh, okay. Well,
because I thought,
influence? Does that make me an influencer?
It does make you an influencer because you did. But
things.
watching you do your fabric dyes made me think, right, the fabric is cutting into the metal. That means that it's pulling the parts about. Yep, so that must work for this. So yeah.
There you go.
But I really want to show that because I don't want anyone at home to get disappointed with the product.
John. Certainly worth doing so. Now, if you like the look of that gorgeous card that John's been working with, you need to know about the happy hour. It's a happy hour deal. You're going to get 30 of these sheets. It's a half price deal, as you can see. Well, you're saving a third, should I say, with this. You're saving a tenner on this one. No, it isn't. It is a half price. What am I thinking? Oh, it's because it's a 30 there. Oh, my poor little brain. So, yes, £9.99. That's the top and bottom of it. That's what you're paying for all... I'm also... All of a sudden, I've been demoted. I'm no longer an influencer because I can't add up. So, you're going to get 30 sheets. You are only going to be paying £9.99, but look at the kind of results you can get. Now, if you're wanting this, you need to know that half... What was the update? A third of the stock has gone. So, yes, if you're wanting that, be quick. You can go for multiples if you're wanting to, but you have to be quick and using the details on your screen before we get to the top of the hour. But the other thing that I need to mention is, obviously we're going to talk about the one-day special in a few moments, but if you are placing your order, then you are going to get a bonus. And this is a birthday bonus. And I love this. This is an element of surprise because you're going to receive either a black die, as you can see here, and there's all sorts of different designs here, or it might be a pink one. I like these.
These are lovely. These are Crafts 2 dies.
Okay.
So they will come Crafts 2 branded to you. And these are dies that we've got over 100 designs.
Wow.
And these aren't, they didn't go through all the boxes and pick out the best dies to send to me. These are the ones that over the years I've used. These are mine.
Oh, right. Is that why there's still bits of paper in them?
That's why there's still bits of paper in them.
I know you too well.
Basically, you know what I'm like. Because some of these are some early ones, so the paper doesn't come out as easily on them and things.
Oh, I see.
But these are my dies, so I've not picked out to go, oh, make it look good, and then everyone's going to get a little A letter or something. You will be picked out random from over 100 different designs of them.
Good size dies there
There's so many designs out there.
And is that just if we order the one-day special?
No, if you order anything on the show, it's one per customer. So if you ordered last night, you won't get a second one.
Fair enough.
But everybody who orders on the show, anything on the show, will get a free die.
I love it. You don't need any code or anything at all like that. You just place your order, check your order out, and you will find that it will arrive with all your goodies. But, of course, we are here because of the one-day special. Now, this is a cracking deal that was launched 6 o'clock last night. Lots of you took advantage of it straight away and right the way through the night and all to this hour. So this is your last opportunity, really, to take advantage of this. Now, you can see everybody's saving at least £8. Now, these dies, the stamps, everything that we've been speaking about, you have been able to get hold of individually, and I say have because they have sold out. So this is the way that you can get hold of everything. You're going to get your stamps, you're going to get your dies, you're also going to get a download, which we'll chat about in a few moments. But an absolutely amazing bundle there with that £8 saving at least. And I say at least because if you're a Freedom member, you're actually saving more. So it's certainly worth becoming a Freedom member to take advantage of that £13.40 saving. 2 flexi buys if you're a Freedom member of less than £25, £24.28. Makes it incredibly affordable and a very easy way for you to get hold of it. And I have to say, John, this is a brilliant, fun bundle.
It really is. They are so, so cute. And again, The larger gnomes, 3 brand new larger gnomes. We've never done them in this size, but you get Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, and the 3 presents on there. And they're just so cute. This is what I love about 2Js.
Yes.
They're able to take the best artwork from different artists across the world,
yes,
make them into stamps and give them to, and sort of, and I was going to say give them to people, but you know what I mean, and make them available to crafters.
Yeah.
So it's such a wider audience, and we have a full angel policy on them. And then again, the gnome row, again, these are 6 brand new gnomes.
They look
so we
like
did
the
some
usual
gnomes
suspects,
last year.
really, don't they?
They do. I did promise I'm going to stamp one, and I'm going to draw the lines behind
Definitely,
with a
look
little
like
height in centimetres, so that you can choose who is the suspect in there. But they're beautiful, and again, they're brand new, different ones, different hats, different beards, different feet, and again, I just think they're cute. And then we've got the penguins.
You have. Now, all of these characters, talking about the gnome, I mean, the characters, obviously, we're looking at the penguins, but I noticed there's only one that's particularly Christmassy with those gnomes.
There is only one in the larger set which has the holly and holly and ivy, holly and berries on his hat. That is it. Everything else, and again, you can use these all year round.
Definitely.
And they are so easy to colour out. I know that I was colouring them last night, and I will show you easy colouring today again in this show. But Adam wanted them.
Yes,
and he couldn't get just the gnomes. He messaged me this morning, they've sold out.
Oh, bless.
So he's had to go with the bigger bundle.
Oh,
so
but he'll love them. He'll love them.
He will, but when someone like that wants them, and I know Julia's had them as well.
Now, of course, you've got the fabulous little penguins that we touched on briefly there as well. Oh, sorry, I'm holding this up. We haven't even finished with the one-day special. There's lots more to tell you. Of course, you've got those fabulous stamps with the penguins. It's the first time we're doing the one-day special, and I've forgotten there was so much in there. So we've got the penguins. So let's look at the penguins. You've got your larger penguins and your smaller penguins. I should have really been paying attention.
We shouldn't have been chatting so much, should we, before the show? We should have prepped properly.
Just catching up. And I love this. Again, you've got those lovely scripted sentiments. They're classics.
They are, yep. So again, we've made sure it's a different font for the Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings and Happy Christmas in this one. You've got the little selection of stars and dots. You've got, and these penguins, you don't have to colour.
No,
if you have never coloured a stamp in your life, you don't have to colour these. And if you haven't, they are so easy to do. Grab the cheapest pack of pencil crayons from the 99p plus a penny store and scribble over them, and they'll work. Anyone can do these.
And I love these, whether you're making these for your friends, your work colleagues, your family, or whether the kids are making their own Christmas cards, their own gift tags. And I think that's a nice idea with these as well. Then you've got the little happy, dancy ones that we've got with these ones. So a little set here, as you can see. And that's a very happy little one there that's flapping his little wings.
He really is. I always think of that's me with my earphones on, flapping away. Going, you know,
your own little world.
Yeah, I would have the balloon as well, because I have got a balloon addiction. I love balloons.
Oh, well, I hope you can get all these in the garden.
Well, I might take one strip for Sam, I think.
Oh, bless.
If I've got room. The car is packed.
I have to say, that it doesn't stop there either, because with this one, you've got a beautiful die. Now, this is such a clever idea. It's giving you a concept of how you can create the inside of your cards. I say the inside of your cards. There's loads of ways you can be able to work with this one. This is a clever die.
This is a clever die, and I can't claim it.
OK.
Maxine Payne, one of our angels, put this together as one of her Friday fold cards last year, and I was so impressed. I said, can I turn that into a die? Oh. So I turned the idea into a die, and the idea is, if you look there, you've got a flat, card that will fit in a 5x7 envelope, so a standard envelope with a standard first or second class stamp as a normal letter. OK. But when they receive it, it's a 3D.
Isn't that fabulous?
And that is the idea, is that you have got something that's completely flat, but, I mean, to me, that looks like I'm doing it in white to show you, but it looks like a birthday cake. I want candles, a couple of gnomes, happy birthday, and it's done. But it's that fact, because how many times when you get something, if I grab one that's already done, sorry, I'm very naughty, but you look at that, OK? Now, to me, that needs to be in a box.
Yes, yeah.
So that would be a small packet. Is it about £6 now for the smallest parcel?
I'm not too...
It's crazy. I could be completely wrong.
It is a silly price,
It's ridiculous. But, no, look.
Especially when there's no weight in it. It's down to the dimensions.
A5 envelope, or 5x7 envelope, done, normal stamp. That is not even over the normal into a large letter. And
it doesn't need instructions on what you need to do with it when it gets to the other end.
Well, this is the other thing, because I've done some fold cards in the past where people have said, can you do a stamp that says pull this bit? No, look, You open that when you get home and you go, oh, look at that, and it just does it.
Yeah.
It just stands up for you.
I love it. There you go. So you're going to get those as well. Now, something you're going to get, which I don't think I've seen John do this before when you've been here, downloadable papers. So these beautiful papers that you can see here, usually you'd be paying about $7.99 with regards to these, but they are a download. So when you place your order for this one, and obviously all the kind of stamps and the dies, they'll be sent out in the post to you. But with these, you've got an instant download. So it will be on your account, ready for you to print off the moment you complete your order. I love these.
Yeah, I love this. This is a paper pad that I designed.
Okay.
We used some of the papers in the limited edition that we did a couple of months ago, and people asked for more of them. So those, I actually changed the stripe on the blue a little bit to make it a little bit narrower in this. But we decided not to make it as a physical paper pad. We would give it away as an exclusive with the birthday to people who buy the ODS on the craft store only.
That's nice.
And this will appear, you know more how about the download works than me. Yeah, there's like a little button. It's just check out your basket. It's pretty much as soon as you complete your order, it will be there ready for you to print out. You could even complete your order during this hour, have those papers printed out and be creating with them before we get to the end of the hour. That's how quick it works. And it's really easy, really simple. They're not complicated designs. It's not a case that you have to have special software. They're literally what we call PDFs. And PDFs, if you've ever had anybody email you with a form for you to fill out, then it stands a chance that it will have been a PDF. You just click on print and off it goes. Tickets for shows, things like that, that's what you will have done. You'll have received a PDF. So please don't find it or think it's going to be overcomplicated. It really isn't. Now, if you're wanting your one-day special, we've waffled on enough. Like good old friends getting together. But giving you the details now, if you want your one-day special, 723-253, 2 flexi-buys. If you're a Freedom member, obviously you've got those lower flexi-buy payments, but don't forget to add in things like your happy hour deal, and don't forget about your birthday bonus that will automatically be in your order if you've not already placed an order. Happy hour, let's give you a little bit of an update with regards to these because half the stock has gone. So don't forget that gorgeous card stock is going to come to you for just $9.99. If you're a Freedom member, delivered to your door. That's how amazing it is. And of course, we're talking about dies, we're talking about stamps, but it might be that you don't have a die cutting machine, but you like the look of these and you like the idea of getting a birthday bonus. Well, here you go. You can do it with this 308372 if you're wanting to take advantage. I love it. Lots of different colours with regards to that one as well. So if you are thinking of adding that one into your basket, you might like to cast an eye onto the website and see some of the other colours because I know they are available. Things like pick and mixes. But maybe the fuchsia is going to be the one that you try out first of all, because it might be a case that you've never tried it, but for $9.99, it's worth a look, isn't it? Details are there, 308372, and it is literally flying out. So, I'm going to go over to John now. What we're up to? So I thought what I'll do is I'm going to make the fold card. I've done this at the start of most shows, but people do miss it. Okay. And I want to show how simple it is, but this time... I'll be honest, I haven't seen it, so I know. If you don't mind. So I'm going to use a piece of the ombre glitter card that I had on the shows yesterday, so this will still be on the website. But just wanted to show you how you can use... So let's say this is 50p a sheet. Okay. If you're normally trying to make like a posh box. Yes. Yeah. So if you're trying to make a posh box show and everything like that, what you would actually do is you would need 2 sheets of it. Right. Yeah. With this, you don't. It's all designed. It all comes in one sheet. Oh, okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is you can put these pieces down any old how that you can fit them in a way. Okay. And you will get all of the pieces you need onto one A4 sheet of card. So even there, where I'm wanting to have that ombre bit in the middle, can you see I've got everything on and still spare left? So that's literally any way you can put them on, fit them on. We're just going to run that through and cut it. This isn't a double-coated card. Okay. So this will cut, even though it's non-shed, without having to cut into the metal shim. Wonderful. There we go. So now, incidentally, if you are going for your one-day special, I always talk about dies being one of those things that you like the look of, but maybe you've not got a die cutting machine, but you will find there will be a set of dies or an idea or a concept that will make you think, well, I've been thinking about getting one, but I haven't quite got there. This could be the set that is the set that makes you want to get hold of a die cutting machine. And that's why we've got the die cutting machine on the show. This is your Kaleido. This is the one that I've got, and it's a brilliant machine. Not only can you use it for your die cutting, for all your different brands of dies, you can also use it for foiling as well. You've got a fabulous bundle there with a £10 saving and 3 flexi buys, meaning that you can just pay £33.33 today for your die cutting machine, and that will be on its way to you. So if you add in the flexi buy of your one-day special as well, you can see you probably pay
paying a little over £50 today, and you would have your die cutting machine and your one-day special, and you could get cracking with regard to that one. Add in that glitter card stock, and you've got some fabulous cards to work with as well. So yeah, do consider it. Details of the machine are up on your screen.
So there we go. 3 bits, really easy.
Nice and easy.
Don't need to. This is why I want to like to do this. This is glitter card, non-shed, with the coating and everything. I haven't embossed it, but you know I haven't because I haven't had time to. But watch, that's how the dies are.
Oh, wow.
The folds are in there, and all you do is every fold is a mounting.
Oh, so that makes it even easier.
Yeah, it's literally every fold's a mounting. And what we mean by that is...
it's not cracking on the folds or anything like that. It looks amazing.
A mounting, so it's upwards.
OK.
And that, if I did it that way, it would be a valley.
Right.
So that would be the valley, but it's not, it's a mountain fold, yeah?
OK.
I know that that's a classic one that we all forget as crafters. We all think we know it and don't anybody else.
And also a valley, if you look at the size of it, it makes a V. That's the way I remember it.
Oh, that's a good way. See, you're far more sensible than I am. You know, I find the complex way of doing it.
That, but
so I'm going to use some power tape. I would suggest you need to use for this power tape, wet glue, or a red line tape.
Is that in general, or because you're working with the glitter card
stock? No, that's in general.
OK.
It's a personal thing, but I've done it too many times when I first started out. I used to use those tape runners.
Right, yeah.
And then I used to use the white sort of finger lift tape, which is great for matting and layering and sticking things on, but for anything that moves, they don't put up with the strain.
OK.
And sometimes, I think we've all found this, with some of the tapes, they can dry and crack and things fall off in central heating.
That's very true.
How many times have you made a card and then come back to it and found that it's cracked off? Yeah. So just do the last bit.
Wonderful.
But I want to show.
Can we get the tape on the show as well?
No,
we've got that in stock at the moment.
Every time we bring this,
I know,
it sells out.
I know. I did hesitate because I know the history
I'm sorry,
of it.
we are trying, but it is literally, because it's a square centimetre of this, holds 1.2 kilos of weight.
Yeah, it's the popular one.
So we know it is genuinely the strongest in the market.
Exactly.
And I think people like it because, look,
it's easy.
It doesn't peel itself back off like some of them do.
It won't be too long before we see it back.
No, it will be back. It's when we can get those people, it's because it comes from Europe.
Yeah.
And we know that's causing so many problems for everybody at the moment.
I was listening to an article on the radio today talking about lorry drivers.
Yeah.
My goodness, there's a shortage, and some of them, and I'm not saying that any kind of comparisons at all, but they were saying that now, because they need so many lorry drivers, that they can be earning as much as doctors and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So all I have to do, okay, is put basically the fold to the fold on the card.
Okay.
That's it, and glue flat.
Oh, that's easy enough.
Yeah, anyone, literally, I genuinely think, if you think about like scout groups and guides and things like that, and you friendship groups, if you cut these out, kids could make these. Because there is nothing, any age can do it, but that is it, done.
Oh, that's lovely. Isn't that fabulous? That'd be a brilliant one as well, as maybe like a table setting or something like that, isn't it? You could have little dried flowers coming out the top or all sorts.
You could actually, you can put 3 together to make a diorama, as Rocky's done there.
Can I show you this? This is beautiful. I mean, imagine that as a centrepiece on a table. I'm going to have to pretend to be a lazy Susie now because I just have to turn it round. But look at that. Isn't that fabulous? You could put little battery tea lights in there and have it rotating around. And I love that. Little Christmas story going on there. Or maybe you're going to be utilising it and using it for your cards, because, of course, the beauty with this one is it's not just for Christmas, because, of course, there's nothing particularly Christmas about it. You can see how you can play around with this and use it in different ways. I love this one. I don't know who's created this one, but you can see you've almost got that book-like form, but one of the little pockets over on the side there rather than them all being in the middle. I know how creative you guys are going to be when you come to creating with these, and I love the idea that you've got so much depth. But then if you like your flat projects, then of course you can utilise those. Lovely Leslie using the fabulous little penguins. This is one of those stamp sets, again with the gnomes, they're just crying out for masking up, aren't they, and making a whole array of these. But of course penguins aren't just for Christmas, aren't they? They could be giving gifts all year round, and of course teaming them up with the die as you go if you want. And here you go, that's a little one that's been done with the masking technique. I think this might be our lovely Leslie. It is indeed. So that's a way that you could be creating your cards quickly and easily. And I do worry about the one on the top there. He could fall, couldn't he? I don't want any harm to come to him. So if you fancy getting hold of your set, 39 stamps. My goodness, that's a lot of stamps, isn't it, in a one-day special? You've got 6 dies accompanying those because, of course, you've got that set that we've been talking about. And don't forget, you've got your sentiments in this one. So you've also got your download, which is very easy for you to work with. So please do not hesitate and take advantage of your one-day special. 723253. But 80% of the stock has gone. My goodness, what a bargain. £24.28, your first flexi buy if you're free, remember. And don't forget, if you've not already placed your order, you'll have your birthday bonus gift come along with your order as well. So, John, what are we up to?
I've completely changed after watching those samples what I'm going to do.
Oh, OK.
Because
I'm an influencer again.
You are an influencer. You've completely influenced me on this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pile of gnomes because I love that card with the pile.
Is there a collective noun for more than one gnome? I don't know.
I don't know. I know it's a raft of penguins because we found that. Charlotte found that out earlier.
A raft of penguins? Well, I never knew that.
But this time I thought, well, why not? We'll do a pile of gnomes.
A pile of gnomes. If it's not a word already, it's going to be.
It is now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go with. Let's go with. Shall we have him with the Christmas on the bottom?
I think that's nice because he's the one that, he's kind of, if we're doing a Christmas card, it's good that he's in the foreground.
So I'm going to put him in onto tilt. Okay.
Oh no, this is too good to be true.
Go on.
It's a lawn of gnomes. Makes sense, doesn't it? To have all those gnomes in your garden. A lawn of gnomes. There you go.
What a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant suggestion. So we're going to put a lawn of gnomes together. So there's our little first one. Yeah, lovely. Obviously. And so we're going to have another one on top of him, but he'll be behind, won't he?
He will indeed.
So I need to mask him off. I
think this is brilliant showing how this is done because there's so many new crafters and seasoned crafters alike because sometimes it's good to review how this comes together. Yeah.
What I've done is I've used Cricut transfer tape.
OK.
But you could use, I don't know, do Silhouette do one?
They do.
Yeah, it's like the vinyl transfer tape. It's designed not to hide your paper.
It's almost like a masking tape type of thing.
It's like a masking tape that you can see through. So I just stamp onto that. I use I actually found this stays in place from Couture Creations. The little, don't know where I've put it now. That's brilliant. It's juicier and it will stay on the plastic. I found that was the best one.
And this is brilliant because if you wanted to team them up with things like Christmas trees and having them standing in front of something, it's the same technique.
It's exactly the same technique, yeah. You can make a choir of them, but we're making a lawn of them at the minute. So next, shall we have, I think, because he's looking a bit fed up. Yeah, so he's going to be... Yeah, they're basically like clowns trundling, so we'll put him there.
I love it.
And all we do is, and this is a great tip, no matter how you have stamped or... trying to think of the right way to say it. No matter how you've masked your stamps, do this bit. Take a piece of scrap paper or card.
Right.
And put it down and press. Because ink will go onto the mask.
Oh, I see,
You won't realise, even if it's paper and that can be wet, and then when you come to start doing anything, you'll actually find that ink will pull off and then that's when you get your dirty marks. I only know because I have done that more times than you can shake a stick, to be perfectly honest. So again, here he is. I've cut him out.
So would you do this when you get the dies home, make masks for all of them so you've got them ready to go?
It's exactly what I did, to be honest, was sat down with a roll of the tape and I stamped them all out and then I just cut them, let them dry a couple of minutes because it's like a stays in place ink. And then I just sat and cut them out and they're so easy to cut out. But if you notice, I miss all these little bits like his black hair there. I've only cut the mask where he's actually physically
you have to worry, really, do you?
So now we'll go with the third one, who is this one. And where's he? Which actually, should we have him completely?
Oh, they look like acrobats now.
Yeah, let's have him popping out there. He's behind stabilising the triangle. So as long as you decide who's at the front, it's absolutely fine. So let's just mask him.
So you always mask the one that you want at the front first, and then you add to the design. Brilliant.
Yeah, so there we've got, and then again, remember, scrap piece of card. Take off the excess ink. You don't think there's any there, but it's there.
It's a good habit to get into.
Yeah, I got this wrong so many times. So now we're going to take this mask and we're going to pop him on. And what I'm going to do is, Okay, so let's put them in the right place.
It's worth just taking those few moments to make sure that it is lined up, because you don't want any kind of shadowing or ghosting with regards to these. So make sure that.
And what I could do, because I've got all three of them now, I could say, well, do you know what? I could have a couple of the. Should we have a couple of the little ones?
I don't mind.
Let's bring the little ones.
It's a final hour. We can do what we like with these. We are getting very, very busy with regards to these.
Two little children.
So yeah, if you're wanting to get involved with these and you're placing your order on the phone lines, you need to be aware that we have got queues on the phone line. So I can only apologise. Kind of happens with Final Call, because it's the last opportunity that you get to see the one-day special, and it's been a very popular one. So if this is an opportunity that you're going to take advantage of on the phone lines, get yourself in that queue, but make sure you've got everything that you want in there as well. Don't forget, if you are shopping on the phone lines, please do make sure you're ordering your happy hour deal as well. The reason being is you don't want to place your order and then suddenly think, oh my goodness, I wish I'd ordered that at the same time, and find yourself back in the queue a second time. So £9.99, it's going to get you 30 of these fabulous sheets, as you can see here, absolutely beautifully double-sided as well, so sparkle all round, so perfect for any of those designs that you've got anything that's twisting, turning, and you're going to see both sides. Then this is almost like your luxury one to go to, and it's not a luxury price, so £9.99, absolutely brilliant value. 308372. You are liking that a lot. How are you getting on over there?
Right, so I've stamped my two little baby gnomes on either side.
Fabulous.
Yeah, okay. And there's another advantage of having the mask, but obviously I don't have masks for these two.
Okay.
So I'm going to cheat.
All
or I'm going
right.
to do an easy way of doing it. So, again, let's get a scrap piece of card.
Oh, I love this. We're learning at the same time.
So, I think, you know, these things, sometimes we think they're so complex, and they're not. So, again, if you don't have any tape or anything, you can do this easily.
Right.
So I've left them in place.
Okay.
And I'm just going to stamp them down.
Right.
Okay, there we go. So there are my gnomes. And I want to create like almost a sky.
Okay.
So I'm going to take my scissors and look. All I'm doing now is cutting on the inside of the stamp line.
Right.
Now remember, I know that I've got all those gnomes shielded off there, haven't I?
Oh, because you made the masks already.
Yeah, so
okay, yeah.
I just need to stop it going all the way to the bottom. But if you're using something like a piece of card for it, just go on the inside of the line. Can you see there? I've left black.
Oh, so you can see a little mark on the card.
Yeah, but now watch.
Oh, see what you did.
So they fit on there. Let's just tape it down so I don't have to move it. Let's just tape that down a little bit, and let's give that a little bit of a tape. And then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in my inks.
Okay.
So these are the pearl pigment inks.
Oh, these are lovely. Now, these are always popular. We're changing the details around so as you can take advantage of these ones. They are beautiful, and they are brilliant value for money. £12.99. It's all of this gorgeous little petal formation, as you can see. Now, they're pearl finish with regards to these as well. So when you do stamp them, I'm not going to take the lid off just in case I lose them. But you can see that you've got your gold, you've got your silver in there as well. You've got 8 of those different colours there, just £12.99. Lots of you taking advantage of these as well. So with regards to pigments, I mean, what does that mean to anybody?
Pigments are a bit of a pig.
Oh, OK, fair enough.
It's the way I remember the difference.
OK.
Pigments are a bit of a pig. They are slower drying.
I see.
You stamp with them,
right.
put your hand over it, and it smudges.
Right.
The benefit of that is, first of all, you can heat emboss.
OK.
So you could stamp in there in the gold, the silver, or the platinum, heat emboss with clear powder and have gold, silver, or any of those colours.
Yeah.
But because they're slower drying, basically they are pigment, which is intense colour, water and glycerin.
Ah, OK,
That's what they're mixed with. So the way I look at it is, it's like a dye-based ink is like something like a dye-based ink is something like orange pop with water.
Oh, I see. So it's like a concentration.
Yeah. So like, you know, the orange pop we used to get, and you'd add water to it. Yeah. This is orange pop with lemonade.
Oh, OK.
Because its colour was sticky.
Got you.
And it means that we can get longer time. But the best way to remember of it, well, you see, on a Saturday, my mum would get us a 2-litre bottle of lemonade, and we were allowed a special, which was orange juice and lemonade.
Oh, dandelion and burdock for us.
Yeah, that was at my nan's. That was on a Friday at my nan's with a van that came round. Yeah, the pot man. But yeah, so basically, but it means that we can do a lot more techniques with them.
OK.
So all I'm going to do is, I know I did this colour combination earlier, but just take this purpley blue onto my blender blending brush.
Lovely.
And just go across the top. Now, these are pearl,
okay,
so these
right.
already have mica in them.
Oh, that's going to give us that gorgeous finish.
So we're going to get a really nice sheen, shine finish on this. So I'm going across the top. I'm trying not to be smooth.
Okay.
I'm not looking for smooth. I'm looking for it to look like a sky at the back.
Right, okay.
So now I've got this bluey colour, and I'm not picking up too much. Again, I want it to be patchy. And I know that sounds as if I'm making it as an excuse, but if it's completely smooth, it might as well be a piece of paper I've bought.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So here we go. Now, where I've put these on, these obviously aren't sticky.
Okay.
So I need to sort of swipe upwards.
Right.
From those.
Okay, yeah.
And now I'm going to go in with the greeny colour.
Oh, okay.
And this just greeny colour just tends to blend it. Let's get a little bit more out of that.
It's a lovely finish that you're achieving there.
It really gives you something that little bit different. And then I'm going to take a little scrap of card again.
Okay.
Okay. And let's just cut some clouds.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay. And then grab another brush. Just check that this one is clean. Yes, thank you, Sammy. Take the white.
Oh, okay.
You think you're doing nothing.
Right.
But can you see?
Oh, look, it's adding that little depth there. Very nice.
You do, you think you're achieving nothing. You really seriously do. You think, well, that's not doing out.
But it is really.
But it is
and
really.
I love it. We've had a fabulous email in from somebody. Samantha, thank you, Samantha. The name popped out of my head earlier on. And she was saying, thank you to John and all the Crafts2 family. You make it a pleasure to order. She's ordered online and she's gone for so many fabulous things. And she loves that you show us how to work with those things as well, with loads of different techniques. So loads of inspiration.
Oh, thank you. I just think we don't spend money for it to sit there.
It's very true.
Yeah. And sometimes it's so difficult. But you see now.
Oh, look. But the sky is just moulded perfectly. Oh, yeah.
The green starts to show now. You've got the white.
Yes.
But, there we go.
That is lovely. You can see that little bit of shimmer there. Okay. And it's not kind of in your face either, is it? It's not gaudy. It's just a nice...
Not. You don't want it to
classy.
be. So you can take a little white gel pen. I know you've got these on the website.
We have, yeah, we have got them on the website.
And again, that's why I wanted it nice and light. So, and this is like a jelly roll skewer.
Okay.
And all I'm doing is pushing down.
Yeah, because it's kind of almost like a little vacuum almost, isn't it? The little ball point that you've got in there.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Pressing
you don't
down,
have
it just releases it, yeah. Oh, it's practically a blizzard.
I mean, it may be to do with being taught pointillism at college, but we certainly didn't do it like this, trust me.
If that's pointillism, really I can do it.
Yeah. So all I'm going to do now is take the white bit I've got left and sweep up from the bottom.
Right.
This will pull any bits of colour in, just so it's not quite so white.
Right.
So I've got a little bit of a darker back now. Let's take our masks off. So
oh, this is,
remember,
I love this bit.
We need to take them off in the order we put them on.
Oh,
which is the reverse order of how they were.
Okay.
We stamped him, then him, then him, didn't we?
Okay.
So he's got to come off first.
Right. So the last one is the first one.
Last one on,
last
first
one in,
off.
first one out.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, look at that. And you can see he looks like he's standing in front of the little one.
Yeah. So this one was next. And we can see now how he is standing in front of him, but behind him. So this is our lawn of gnomes. We pull this one off.
Oh, isn't this brilliant?
And now
that is
in the
fabulous.
front.
And so easily done. I think that is the thing. And you could do that with the penguins, you could do it with the gnomes. And of course, we've got the gnome at the front there with a little sprig of holly. He's the only one in there, really, that kind of depicts Christmas. But what a fabulous bunch.
And if you want to if you've got anywhere like this where the white's sort of, where the colour's not gone, just put a bit of grey in. Always solves it.
Okay, yeah.
If you're not wanting to colour them, but you want to differentiate, get a grey pen.
Right.
Can be anything, or a grey pencil or anything, and just colour around the edge of where they overlap.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah, you see how...
Oh, yes, it kind of pops out then.
Suddenly...
And that's just around the little holly there, yeah?
Yeah, OK, so he's in front of him, so he's going to be in shadow, so let's put a little bit of grey on him. Oh, and there, definitely.
See, that could be something that you're stamping up and then you're giving it to the kids to colour in to make the card for the teacher.
Yeah, easily. So just put a little bit of grey around that outside. Now, I was going to colour them, but I will show that on a different piece of how we can colour these easily. But there, and all I'm going to do in terms of colouring this is his noses.
Oh, yes. I think it's a good idea. Oh, look.
And I don't think sometimes they need much more. You could colour the noses in blue and put Let It Snow sentiment from the samples on. There we go. A little bit of grey.
Again, just to give it that kind of rounded look.
Just to round
they're cute.
But anyone can do this. And there we go. I'll hold him up because hopefully you can see that.
That is such an effective card and so easy to achieve. John, that looks amazing.
But we did that from scratch. OK, I had got 3 masks done, but do that as soon as you start. But there is your lawn of gnomes.
Beautiful.
On a background that you know that you can make really, really easily.
Oh,
and again, that
I love
perlink
it.
just flashes.
Oh, I'm glad I mentioned it.
Thank you for that, Hayley.
No problem. I'm an influencer, you know now. I'm an influencer. Anyway, one day special, that's what we're here to talk about. It's our final call. Now, what does that mean? It's the last opportunity for you to see these live. John's just getting himself ready for the last demonstration of the hour, and it is a beautiful one-day special that is going to be so incredibly versatile. You've got the die. The die is going to give you the foundation for cards throughout the year. You will use this over and over again. It is such a clever concept. Then you've got the sentiments. Again, the sentiments, a variety of different fonts in there for different styles of card, different stamps you're working with them as well, different genres, different ages. These are going to be perfect for you, all your different styles that you're going to be working with. And I love these all coming together in one set for you there. Then you've got your characters. Now, are you going to go down the route of penguins or are you going to go down the route of gnomes? Let's go down the route of penguins. So here you go. You've got your 2 larger penguins, again, with more of those sentiments, a little bit smattering of snow, as you can see there. And, of course, that gift that the penguins hold in, it could be a gift for all year round. Think about those winter birthdays. And I know lots of people who collect penguin-themed elements, so that could be used all year round for any birthday. But then you've got your little characters, your little ones. These are so cute. And of course, you've got your gnomes. So your gnomes, these particular ones, you've got your larger gnomes. I was building up for penguins then, could you tell? Here you've got your larger gnomes. These are the ones that John's used just within his project. But then we've got small gnomes and we've got small penguins as well. And these are brilliant. So you get a whole crowd of these, really. And again, not one of these is particularly Christmas themed. The only one that you've got is the one of them within the 2 larger ones that we spoke of. But I think these look like a very happy little bunch. And I like the way that they're kind of similar sizes. So if you wanted to team up your gnomes alongside your penguins, you could do quite easily. And again, they just look so floppy and happy, don't they? Absolutely adorable. And a little balloon there, a lovely touch at the end. And of course, the beauty is you can use them in so many different ways. Might be that you're using your gnomes alongside other dies and things that you've got within your collection and building up a Christmas project. Or maybe you know somebody who's moving into a new gnome. Oh, sorry, new home. So again, these are no cheesy, but it's the last hour. What can I do? It's what us influencers do. So I love these in the little plant pots, and I love the beard. Sheila, very, very creative.
You know that's a shelag, don't you, as we do it?
She's so good, isn't she?
You can tell, you'll know who this card is just from the colouring.
And this is using the technique that John showed us. Leslie here, she's masked off the character there, so he's not stuck on in place, but you can see there the Christmas trees filming behind. And I know you'll have lots of other little cottages, little fairy tale cottages. It might be that you've got your trees, but you can build up. And of course, John's just shown us how and we can create a very similar backdrop to that one. All incredibly achievable. And that's when you've got good stamps, that's when you've got good dies, it allows you to do that, and that's what you've got within your one-day special, but not for long. That saving of £13.40 if you're a Freedom member will disappear at 6 o'clock. You'll be paying more. It'll be worth every single penny of that, but I would certainly take advantage of it at that lower price while you have the chance. You've got the ability to spread the cost over 2 payments as well, which makes it a very affordable way for you to get hold of it. And I know lots of you are adding other goodies into your basket, including things like your happy hour. Now, this has been flying out. You're paying just £9.99 for 30 of these fabulous A4 sheets. You've got a double-sided effect with this one, so absolutely brilliant value for money. £9.99. You'd normally pay £19.99, and I'd happily pay that for 30 sheets of these, but it is absolutely beautiful, and it's perfect for you to work with all your dies. Now, talking of dies, don't forget, if you've not placed an order yet during one of the one-day special shows or the birthday event, then you won't have your dies on their way to you. But I'll just show you one quick board there, because if you've not placed your order yet, then you will get a die. It could be any, it's a lucky dip. It could be any of these, or it might be something completely different, but it's coming to you courtesy of a craft store. There's loads of different designs, about 100 designs there, so there's a lot of variants. But if you've already placed your order, don't worry, it will be on its way to you already. So you can be placing your order for other things during this hour, including the stencil sentiments. We saw these on a few of those finished samples as well. Very effective these are, and I love these, John. With these, you've got them as separate dies.
You have. So what you can do is you can build up your own sort of sentiment with them. So if I bring in some of the pink, the double-sided, what we can do is, just because that's what I've got in hand. So you build up your own sentiment. So here you've got 2 sizes of Christmas.
Okay.
So you have a large and a standard size. So this is the larger Christmas. So I'm just going to tape that down. So what should we say? Should we say, let me find it.
Joyful Christmas. That could be one, isn't it? I'm looking at all the different combinations. Wonderful Christmas.
I have to. It has
Special
to be based. Sometimes it has to be
sorts.
what I can actually find.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not very good. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with Magical Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
So, and I'm going to go with Have a Very.
Oh, okay,
So
right.
you can build your sentiment however you want. So here we're going to have a very magical Christmas. So just evenly put them together. And it works beautifully on a glitter card or something, you know, with that sort of special finish.
Yeah. So thinking about the kind of the concept cards that we've got within the one-day special, you could be cutting these out of those bases to make those kind of elements.
These fit perfectly across the front of the card.
Oh, okay.
So they will pick, as they've got there.
Yes.
In the one sample that you've got, you've
Nice
got that
idea.
wishing you a
Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year. And they've put the glitter card behind the colour.
Oh, okay. Clever idea. I like it.
So I've probably asked one of the hardest things ever. Whoa. And these dies weren't even clean.
You weren't making it easy for yourself using double-sided glitter card.
Using double-sided glitter card and non-clean dies. Can you see where the silver's sat in there? That's because the dies weren't clean.
Oh, I see. Is that the last one that you worked with?
That's from previous cards, because if I love a die set, you can guarantee it's got pieces in there.
Oh, bless you.
So I'm going to struggle. I'd have to actually clean this out.
Don't worry.
It's Christmas now.
Spot,
yeah, you see where they've gone in. But basically, yeah, I'm going to struggle a little. I've asked it to cut too much wherever that silver is.
But
that gives you the idea. But the great thing is when you do it on the double-sided is the back looks as nice.
It does. I kind of like the paper.
So you could actually
look.
use that as a banner or anything else. I actually like it. It looks nice with the silver in.
I like that.
There is a trick way
piece
to do that, but you might have to watch an old video for that one.
Okie dokie, we'll go back into the archives. But look at this, because you've got your individual sentiments, you can put them where you like. So you can make them into the little kind of tabs that have been stuck in place on this particular one. Or it might be that you position them on your card base where you want them to go. Brilliant, I love it. And again, such value for money. 15 dies, £14.99, absolute bargain. And again, perfect for the season. 735986 if you're wanting those. pop them into your basket. And lots of you are going for those gorgeous inks. These are your pigment inks. Don't forget, pigments mean that they are slower drying. As John said, they're a bit of a pig to work with. And the reason being is they're slower drying. You have to be careful when you putting your hands anywhere near them. But of course, that is advantageous when you're wanting to use things like your embossing powders. You only need a clear embossing powder to really get the most out of these. And at £12.99, you might want to pop those into your basket alongside some embossing powder, which I'm sure you find on the website. 732999 if you fancy getting hold of those. So of course, adding your embossing powder can add that fabulous texture to any project. Perhaps something like your one-day special, because any of those little character stamps that you've got in there, or your sentiments, you could be stamping up with a metallic finish or a pearlescent finish. So that's why this is such a brilliant set to go for. And of course, all coming to you as your one-day special, because you got your flexi buy on this one. If you're wanting to add in your one-day special to your basket alongside those inks, you're only looking at an extra £7.50 for those inks on top. But we are rapidly approaching limited stock when it comes to talking about the one-day special. Freedom members, you've got that saving of £13.40, bringing the price right the way down, but only bringing it down until 6 o'clock this evening, or until stock permits us to sell this. If it sells out before 6 o'clock, then sadly we have to say goodbye to it, and it's kind of heading in that direction. 723253 if you want to get hold of it, and you want to get hold of it now. John, we're going to come back to you.
Right, okay, so what I thought I'd do is somebody again been asked, can you show us simple colouring?
Okay.
And an easy one.
Yeah, this is something that people can get a bit scared about.
People are terrified of things now. I'm not going to sit here and go, it's this pens or anything else. I'm using, this is the simplest. I did this last night, and loads of people said, oh, could you just go through that again, and why did it work?
Okay.
So I've got some alcohol pens I'm using, yeah, and I've chosen a dark red and a light red.
Right.
A dark green and a light green, and look at the difference in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a skin tone and a grey. That's it. Yeah. Normally you would have three coloured, they'd go a mid, a lighter dark, a mid, a lighter dark.
See, that makes it complicated.
Yeah. You know, if you want to do that, that's brilliant and wonderful, and you're skilled that much. But most people are terrified. These are the easiest stamps I've ever coloured. I'm going to go with the easiest one to start with, which is the man in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, and literally, I just like his hat. I mean, he's not got the easiest clothes to do, but I'm going to take the thin point of this is the light colour red, and I'm effectively going to fill in. I love the squeak.
Oh, that's a good red.
It is, isn't it? They're good colours, these. They really are. They've become my go-tos, to be quite honest. I've used them for everything on this. But they literally colour it in with red.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to colour in red. And all I'm doing is just literally filling every other stripe. You
could almost do these in football team colours, couldn't you?
Oh, you could. Or you could do them in, like, wizarding things for, like, Barry Trotter.
Yeah, exactly.
I can say that one. Barry Trotter and the Philosopher's Scone. I love that one. So all I'm going to do, right, now this is where people would get, so literally, that could be a felt tip pen.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, you could do that. I'm just, you see the beard?
Yeah.
Look at the bottom, I'm not worrying.
Okay.
I'm just going
because you might look at that and be a bit, yeah.
I've just roughly gone, literally, scribbled up into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Don't think you've got to find the line and, there should be red. Oh, and no, don't, honestly. You know, stop it. The artist's done all the work, yeah? Okay. So that's my red. I'm now going to go with my light green.
Okay.
Same again. And I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to colour in now the alternative stripe. Okay. So we're just colouring.
I can't help but looking at these stamps now, because it's the first time I've seen these up close, and think about all the different techniques where you can make them into like really tall gnomes as well. Yeah. Because if you don't ink up the bottom of your stamp, you can kind of extend the design with your micron pens.
You could extend that as long as you want him to be. So literally, and this is the bit where I know Adam turned to me last night, was colouring, and said I could do that, and then decided he was having them. Oh, but this is how easy it is. So literally, right, there we go. So 2 colours, red and green.
Yeah, love it.
And all I did was pull out a darker red and a darker green.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the darker red, all I'm going to do is I'm going to say, right, the light's coming that way.
Okay.
What we used to be taught at college was draw an arrow on to show where the light's coming. Okay. Just basically, I always say the light's coming from the right because I'm right-handed, so it's easier.
But it makes
quite
sense.
frankly.
Or I suppose as long as you do what you're doing and you're repeating it on every piece exactly the same, then that's fine.
Yeah, so literally draw a line along the top there, scribble down with the red. Okay.
Lovely.
This is the darker red now on top, yeah?
Okay. Oh,
it's
yeah,
going to
we
be
can see
darker at the
that,
bottom.
yeah.
Can you see there? Mm-hmm. And just draw some little lines in. Okay, really done.
Lovely.
Darker green. Do the same again.
Okay. Well, this is certainly
Yeah.
achievable.
Anyone, genuinely. I had once, one day, 5, 6 years ago, maybe more than that, I had one day training on colouring with alcohol pens.
Oh,
that was
right,
it. That's all
okay.
I've ever had.
It's
Nothing
keeping it
else.
simple. I think that's the thing. Don't overcomplicate it.
It
Don't be
kiss.
frightened of these things. Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh,
I'm even
yeah.
a stupid kiss, isn't
Okay,
it?
yeah, keep it
simple,
simple.
stupid.
Ah,
Because I'm stupid, so, you know, that's the way I look at it.
Not at all.
So, there we go. You could actually even stop at that point, and trust me,
But that's
people
fabulous
wouldn't
to go on.
notice.
If you've got a tag die, or even if you're just cutting that and making that into a gift tag, I mean, that's going to look amazing, isn't it? I love it.
But all we do, take the lighter colour again, scribble over the top,
So
and
this is the
watch
first
this.
one, okay. Oh, look, because it's blended it in, you haven't got that hard...
But suddenly
it's
it
not a
goes an
harsh
orangey
line,
yellow.
yeah.
So I'm going to run out of time, and I don't want to take... So just show you with the green. Same
Yeah.
again, lighter green.
Yeah.
This is the staggering one. Scribble over the top, look. It starts to
Fabulous.
vanish. So none of this 3 colours and a grey and blending it and everything like that, literally. Scribbling in, and this is on, I think this is actually, I pulled out and checked what it is. This is the Clever Prints smooth
nice.
stamping card
Okay.
that I'm using, that I bought from here. It's nothing posh or special. Literally, pick his nose in, and his beard, get a grey pen, watch.
Ah, yes.
Don't try.
Nice
But
card
that
photo,
is,
isn't it? Yeah.
anyone can do that. And literally, I've got here, that's all I've done.
Absolutely adorable. I love it.
I have just used those 6 pens.
I love it.
That's it.
Isn't that fabulous? I love it. And I've found a card using the die from the one day special where you could be cutting those out and then actually using them and putting them with that fabulous die that you're going to get within your one day special. So again, that's another way you can work with it. The thing that I love about this, showing you some of these finished samples, so many different variations. Obviously, we've had bright and bold a few moments ago with John, but it might be you go more of a cooler tone with regards to these. And of course, all these fabulous little characters featuring within your one day special. Of course, it will work with other things that you've got. So if you're wanting to do things like foiling, you can do all of that alongside these as well. And of course, if you do want to create your huge crowds, then you can do so, because John's just shown us how to do that during this hour as well. John, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been
All right.
brilliant.
It's been really good fun. So you are loving your one day special, the busiest point of the show. So many have realised just how brilliant this deal is, and lots of you adding in that happy hour deal as well. It's just £9.99, 30 of those fabulous sparkly sheets, double-sided, that you can add into your basket with your one day special. But do not miss out. You've only got 3 minutes to check out your basket to get hold of those, and of course up to 6 o'clock with regards to the one day special, if it lasts that long.